Mike Halac, aka Mantaur, has died. Quite young, I think
Yes.
about 55 years old, under the Mantaur gimmick. Mike made his WWF television debut at the very same WWF Raw taping that you did, 9th of January 1995. Now, he did do a dark match under Bruiser Mastino. He was Bruiser Mastino in Germany, working for Otto Vance for a few years in the 10
Hmm.
tours. He's somewhere in the middle of the pack. And his cousin, for people who don't know, which I always think is a fun fact, is the proto John Cena in WCW PN News. Now, he was in the WWF for about 6 months, and a couple more fun facts was that he was part of the... he went to ECW at the end of 95, and everyone kept chanting Mantaur at him. So then that run didn't work out. And then he was also briefly in the Truth Commission as Tank, before he was replaced by whoever it was, Bull Buchanan or the other fellow from Germany, Recon or Sniper, or whatever his name was. But you also have wrestled Mike Halac. Speak about Mantaur first and the character.
Wait a minute. I wrestled him.
You wrestled and lost to him in USWA.
Oh, USWA.
Yes.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember the losses, do you? You only remember the
Well,
wins.
no, well, especially losses. I don't remember losses. No, he was okay. He was a big guy. I didn't particularly like the gimmick. It's not up to me. I mean, it's up to the fans. But I don't think the fans understood the gimmick because they never explained it. He comes out in Mantaur with a tail, I guess. What is Mantaur? What is it?
I think it's some sort of bastardization of the word Minotaur or something, like some half man, half beast thing. But then he'd come to the ring with a giant cow head on.
That was it. But I don't think they understood that because hell, I didn't even understand it. So he went in the ring and he was just a big guy, not very tall. He was about maybe 6 foot and 5'11", but he's weighed back 350 and he moved well. He was a good athlete, but he just never caught on. And then he went with that Truth Commission, which is another thing that I didn't kind of understand. And the Truth Commission was a South African group, supposed to be, and I never understood it. So again, when you kind of leave the fans out of the equation of understanding what something is, then you've lost the war before you started it. I don't think Mantaur had a chance of getting over in WWE, but a nice guy and nice to talk to, pleasant guy. But he didn't. I don't think they gave him a gimmick that was almost impossible to get over unless they really going to push it. And I never saw. I couldn't see WWE pushing a gimmick like that.
I can't imagine that you, anywhere at the height of your powers in Puerto Rico or whatever, if you just came out 1 week with a giant cow head and then you took it off and you had like horns painted on your eyes, and this is what
Yeah.
Mike did, was go moo. He would moo.
That might probably explain why he didn't get over.
Are you not seeing box office? And if you just write that character down, do you not just like have dollar signs in your eyes?
Oh man. But what they may have had dollar signs when they wrote it down, but it turned into nickel signs. I mean, it just never it was just when you see something, and we're going to talk about LA Knight, I think, a little bit later.
The next question, in fact.
Okay. Well, when we'll get to it now, and I'll tell you the difference between them.
Before I do, I want to bring up that the character of a big cow head, bull head, bison head, whatever it was, wasn't unique in a sense, because I think Moose Cholak did this kind of thing first. I don't know if you know anything about the Moose Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he was pushed a little bit, Moose Cholak. He was a big guy, and he went in there and actually beat people up. Mantaur, or whatever his name was never really. He was on TV, but he was just there. See what I mean? I mean, you've seen matches that one guy wins, but it's not memorable or anything, and so it just goes into that storage tank. So you dump this at the earliest possible convenience, and you throw it out. He never did anything memorable, even with the Truth Commission. They tried to do a little bit with them, but they didn't click either.
No. Do you remember who Mantaur's manager was?
He was a South African.
Nope. That was that was a Truth Commission. Do you remember when he was the bull man? Mantaur?
No, I do not. I do not.
Jim Cornette.
Now we know why Jim doesn't talk about that Mantaur connection.
There you go. He thought it was a practical joke when they kept saying to walk out with him.